I am so done with this video game. Alright, so my plan for this recording session, because it's a different session compared to the last video, was I was gonna catch Heatran, who's replaced Touhoumon, I was gonna replace Arceus, who I think has replaced Okina, then I was gonna catch Dialga and Palkia, or Konngara and Sariel. I don't have the Azure Flute. I don't know where you get the Azure Flute. And at this point, I don't care to find out where you get the Azure Flute, so I'm not getting Arceus. So I planned on starting this video by catching Yuma. So I went all the fuck way back to the back of this area over here, which takes like 10 fucking minutes because the closest you can fly is like over here and over here. You have to go through all these routes, the whole mountain, just to get there. I go there, she's not there. So I look up where the hell do you get Heatran. Turns out you're supposed to go talk to your partner guy over here in front of his house, and then that makes Heatran appear somehow. That's what the guy I looked at said. Do that, go all the way back, she's still not there. I don't know why she's not there. At this point, I don't care why she's not there. So I'm not getting Heatran. So I decide, okay, I guess all I'm doing is catching Dialga and Palkia. So I walk all the fuck way back to the top of Spear Pillar, which I don't think you can't fly to that, can you? I'm not an idiot, am I? No. No, where the hell are you? Where the hell? No, this is just giant Mount Coronet. You can't fly to anywhere on Mount Coronet. So to get to Spear Pillar, you have to walk there, which also takes like 10 minutes. So I did that. My plan was to start the video on top of Spear Pillar because I figured I could catch those two since I got the orbs. No, they weren't there. So I looked up why they're not there. Found out a guide of steps you have to do before you can do that. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna follow the steps this guide said. Then I'm gonna go to the top of Spear Pillar, and either they're gonna be there or they're not. If they're not, the video ends. If they are, I'm gonna catch them. Either way, this is the last video in this series. Oh my god. To find the fucking Elder, wherever she is, which house is this? I don't know, they look all the same. Talk to the Elder, and then Cynthia will show up, now they have the orbs, right? That's supposed to happen? This house? Nope, not this house. This house, the one that looked different, of course. Yeah, you're not the right one. No, I didn't mean to do that. But now I get to hear. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Why, hello, you look good. I did some research of my own since that spot of trouble last time. Mount Coronet's acting up had me very concerned too. Well, this is what I found in the shrine. It's a book, and it's quite old. Let me read a bit for you. The bearer of the shining adamant orb summons Konngara to the Spear Pillar. The bearer of the shining lustrous orb summons Sariel to the Spear Pillar. It seems the people of long ago met both Konngara and Sariel, legendary puppets. Uh-huh. Now Cynthia's gonna be in this cave, right? Because I already got those orbs already? Better be. Thanks for help. Cynthia's not here. Why is Cynthia not here? There we go. This cave painting, it's always been described this way. The light in the center represents either Konngara or Sariel appearing at the Spear Pillar. The three lights around it were thought to be Keiki, Hikati, and Shimada. May I continue? Sure. But then I realized that there may be another way of interpreting this. Could this triangle of lights actually represent a different trio? Could this be Konngara, Sariel, and a third puppet instead? And the large light at their center, does it represent something else? Cynthia, these marks look exactly like the Lake Guardians and nothing like the dragons. What are you talking about? Could it be what created this world of ours? May I continue for a little bit longer? Thank you for listening to my theory. Do you know of the ancient plates they find all over Sinnoh? One of them had this engraved on it. Two being set free from the original one. I think that quote too points to the presence of another puppet. A puppet even more powerful than Konngara or Sariel. Does that sound plausible to you? Sure. I'm not quite sure how Junko fits in the scheme of things either, but I don't either. It's said that in the Senkai, neither time nor space were stable. I think that tells us something about Junko. The only puppet there must have been as powerful as Konngara and Sariel. In some way, though, Junko has to have a power opposite of theirs. I'm sorry this is so long. May I say one last bit? A long time ago, I wonder what sort of person painted this, Konngara, Sariel. To the people back then, those puppets really must have appeared to rule over Hell and Makai. Seeing them must have shaken the people to their very core. This painting represents those feelings of awe, wonder, and everything else. Pass that memory to countless people, eventually becoming a myth. That's what I believe. As a researcher of myths, I think I let myself get carried away and talk for far too long. I'm sorry and thank you. Let's meet again. We won't. Alright. That's what the guide said. It said talk to Cynthia and say everything. Say yes to everything. So I'm going to take And do the arduous journey of going all the fuck way up Spear Pillar on screen this time, just to really point out how needlessly long this takes, just to get back to Spear Pillar. And then we're gonna find out if I'm just abruptly in the part when I get to the top of Spear Pillar, because I'm not there anymore and I don't care anymore. Yep. What way to end this series. Last Pokemon series I ever do. Very good chance it's the last Pokemon game I ever play at this rate, because I only really make videos, or I only really play games for videos most of the time nowadays, and I already said I'm not doing another one of these series, because the only game I haven't played one of these for is Heart Gold, and I don't want to play Heart Gold. I don't know. I've liked the vast majority of this game, but I hate this post-game. I hated all of the routes that never ended. None of the areas were interesting at all. Going through that stupid mountain at the end over and over again. Hated that. I should have just stopped playing, if I'm being perfectly honest. But, you know, I wanted to see. And I saw. Certainly saw. I did. I go all the way over here. Yeah, I have a Master Ball, by the way. So, first one of these, if they are here, first one's just, I'm chucking a Master Ball at it. And then the second one will be the fun one. Wonder if it'll pull a Chimata, and we'll be there for half an hour. That was fun. I still have the Minecraft book. Bring it out. Bring out the Minecraft book. Do the bit again. So I actually didn't upload a part of this series yesterday, which I think is the first time in a while that I haven't done so. I think since like the vacation to Florida, since I've done that. And the reason I did that is because I spent basically my entire day yesterday doing the Cutie Mew Mew Deltarune cover. By the time I finished editing the video, it was past like 1 o'clock, so I went to bed. So that was my entire day yesterday. But, you know, I think it turned out all alright. So I'm going to upload it at some point in the next couple days. And if it ends up doing as poorly as the Flower Man cover, it's got like less than 20 views, because, you know, I can upload a short and it can get 1.6 thousand views, and I upload a cover of a more popular song and it gets less than 20, but because it's not a short, because it's too long to be a short, yeah, fuck this website. So yeah, if it does that poorly, I quit. Not really, but I'll be really fucking pissed about it. Alright, moment of truth. Okay, there's something here. The video will continue. I don't know why I'm saving. I'm just gonna chuck a Master Ball at this thing. The other side of the rift, in a fantastically bizarre place, it's Konngara. Will you challenge Konngara? Sure. Guyuba. This theme again. You get around, Konngara, don't you? Sometimes you're where Mewtwo's supposed to be, sometimes where you're where Reggie's supposed to be, and now you're where Dialga's supposed to be. La da 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 do. You know, say I've covered this thing before. Do la la da da la da da la da. Do 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 da 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 da. There you go. The sword she wields was forged with hellfire. Its incredible weight leads people to believe she's an Oni. Isn't there supposed to be a purple, pink one now? What happens if I click this again? An overwhelming feeling of time powerfully emanates from this rift. Where does it lead to? Okay, do I have to leave and come back? Oh, you want to know something great? You want to know something fantastic? You can't fly off Spear Pillar. You can't fly off the area on top of a mountain. This Pokemon's programming is nonsense. Which means if you want to fly anywhere, you have to go through this cave and out the other side before you can fly out. Alright, there's gonna be a pink one here right now, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Have Meme out in front, assuming I actually can paralyze this thing. And we're gonna be stuck throwing balls at this thing anywhere from 5 minutes to the end of time. The other side of the rift in a fantastically bizarre place. Why is Sariel the blue character in the pink portal instead of the blue one? It's Sariel. Will you challenge Sariel? Gah. You two say the same thing? Sounded like it. That's a Sariel, alright. Alright, can you be paralyzed? You're level 70. It's a lot higher than my level. Hope you don't kill me instantly. Okay, you won't. Man, Calm Mind, that's an annoying ability to give her, because now she can just buff her special attack stats where she can sweep my entire team. There's nothing I can do about it. It would suck if she did that. Dark Pulse? Oh wow, Dark actually hit something. Didn't do much damage though. Just gonna shadow hit physical. Oh, yes. Well, I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I? I used the Master Ball on the other one, and not the one that has Recover. Why would you give a legendary Recover? Why would you ever do that? Genuine question. Why would you ever do that, ever? And now she sweeps my entire team. I'm going to be here forever, aren't I? Really shouldn't have used that Master Ball on the other one. Really shouldn't have done that. Really should not have done that. It was a really dumb idea. But you know, I just didn't think we'd be giving recovers to legendaries. Clearly I was wrong about that. Alright, well she's got yellow health and is paralyzed. So all I can really do here is save and do this song and dance over and over again. I got 100 of these. You do not get caught in 100 Ultra Balls. Okay, one. I'll mind, yeah. I was gonna read the Minecraft book, but I can't really do that. She's just gonna heal herself, so I actually have to look at the screen. Oh, no. Fine, I'll do it. Yo. Arrgh, almost had it. Silver Wind? Yeah, I keep missing. What page was I on? 22, I think. Torches. Sunset is approaching, and you need a light source. Fast. Hostile monsters like spiders, creepers, and zombies will spawn in dark areas, including your shelter. Scary stuff. Also scary is the fact that she can just one-shot everyone because she has Calm Mind, and she can heal herself at any point because she has Recover. I regret so many things. Eek, a giant arachnid that can see in the dark. Step 1. To make torches, you'll need wood and coal. Look for a rock face and see if you can spot any coal ore. It looks like stone with black flecks and is commonly found in cliff faces as well as below ground. Step 2. Use your wooden pickaxe to destroy a block of coal ore until it drops a lump of coal. Repeat until you have several lumps so you make lots of torches. You can never have too many torches. Step 3. Forge recipe. You can craft torches without using your crafting table because they require only 2 ingredients, sticks and coal. 1 stick and 1 lump of coal will make 4 torches that can be placed on the top or side of solid blocks. They can't be placed on water, on the side of stairs, or on the bottom of blocks. Jeb says, to make it easier to survive your first night, burn blocks of wood in a furnace to make charcoal. You can use this instead of coal to craft torches, which means you can go caving even if you haven't found coal. Furnace recipe. Arrange 8 blocks of cobblestone in your crafting grid to make a furnace. Jack-o'-lantern recipe. Torches can be crafted into jack-o'-lanterns by combining them with pumpkins. Tip, you can use torches to melt snow and ice to create a safe path. And she finally did it. Da-da, wow, that did fucking nothing. Oh my god, this is miserable. This is fucking miserable. La da 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 do 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 da dee dee da do do dee dee dee. Yeah, keep using it. Keep using recover and nothing else. Not using these revives for anything else in the game, so might as well use them here. Alright. Just use surf over and over again. Eventually get you down. It's doing no damage. Oh, a crit! Because crits ignore buffs, if you didn't know. Alright, goodbye, Jolene. Feel no rock climb. That killed you? Really? That killed you. Fucking hell. Okay, back again. Did you know you might be able to find torches in strongholds, abandoned mine shafts, and NPC non-player character villages? Shelter. Time to make a shelter to keep you safe from monsters during the night. Don't forget to bring your crafting table with you because you're going to need it once you're inside. Find a safe spot and a rock face to make a shelter for the night. You can use the area where you've been mining coal as a starting point when dig farther in. You'll see plenty of space inside your crafting table and various other items, as well as extra space to move around. How long am I going to humor this before I just kill her? Because it'd be like kind of fitting if I just killed her, because in Enhanced Reloaded, I caught Sariel and just killed Konngara. If I did the opposite, that'd be fitting. Thinking about it, maybe you should go in the ball if you don't want that to happen. Step 2. Use the rock to build a wall between you and the outside world. Make an L-shaped space in the rock so you can hide around a corner in case a skeleton decides to shoot at you through the window. Notch says, your first day shelter doesn't have to be pretty, you can work on it the next day. Just make sure you have a place you can hide from all the creepy crawlies. Leave one block open so you can spot monsters and see when daylight returns. Step 3. Place a torch on each wall inside your shelter. Having a light source will ensure no hostile monsters spawn inside your shelter. Monsters can spawn anywhere that is dark enough. Chest recipe. Your inventory slots will eventually fill up. Make a wooden chest to store excess items. Did you know a single chest can store up to 27 stacks of items and blocks? Placing 2 chests next to each other will give you the double chest with 54 storage slots. Step 4. Place the chest in your shelter. You can use it to store valuable items that you want to keep safe or items that you aren't using right now. Oh, we weren't over the Pokeball button anymore. Hello, Orin. Do you know my desk again? Stone tools and weapons. There's no time to relax during your first night. When you're hiding out in your shelter, you need to craft some more advanced tools for day 2 so you can gather the resources you need. Just jump up there as dramatically as possible, huh, cat? Access your crafting table. You're going to craft a range of stone tools and weapons that will make day 2 much easier than day 1. Luckily, you're surrounded by stone, so you should have plenty of material. Stone tools last longer than wooden tools and allow you to mine substances like stone and ores much more quickly. The stone pickaxe recipe. A stone pickaxe is ideal for mining stone, coal ore, and iron ore. Stone shovel recipe. A stone shovel is ideal for digging grass, dirt, sand, and clay. Stone axe recipe. A stone axe will make chopping wood much easier. Stone sword recipe. Make a sword to defend yourself against hostile monsters. Are these descriptions any different than the one for the tools? That's the wooden tools. Axe will allow you to chop more wood quickly. Stone axe will make chopping wood. Oh, I see. You worded it slightly differently, like I did in school when I was writing essays. You know, I'd say something and word it slightly differently. Now they just use AI for stuff like that. Yeah. I didn't use AI for like the vast majority of college, but then like I got to my last semester and at that point I didn't care, so I used it a lot. That was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. Wrong button that was, but at this point, it's honestly smarter for me to just go back in time rather than deal with her spamming recover. Because once she starts using recover, I might as well just stop. Like, it takes me so long to get her back down to this point. I think the RNG is only set for, like, the first turn, right? After that, like, there aren't multiple turns of RNG for the Pokeballs already set in stone. I'm not completely wasting my time here, right? What are you doing, Orin? Knocking shit over? Get down from there? No? Right. Pick up whatever you've made fall down later. Save your tools in your hotbar for easy access. Don't forget to look at all the experience points you've earned as a result of your crafting spree. About 30 minutes. That's when I'll stop humoring this, around the 30-minute mark. At that point, I've tried hard enough and the game just said no, so I'll accept no as an answer when we get there. Tip, when mining for stone, never dig straight down. This is the #1 rule in Minecraft. You can fall into lava, a cave system, or a dungeon, all of which could result in your untimely death. Never dig directly above your head either. Continue to be really noisy up there. Did you know? When you've gathered enough resources, you'll be able to craft iron, gold, and diamond tools. Each substance has a different durability and destroys blocks at a different rate. Diamond tools are the most effective and most durable. You know, I haven't even made the thumbnails for, like, the last recording session I did. I did, like, the last 5 parts before this, because I was gonna do that yesterday, but again, I spent basically my entire day working on that cover. It takes a really long time to make some of those covers, you know? So, you know, forgive me if I get a little angry when they underperform because YouTube just said no. You know? Food and health. In survival mode, you'll need to keep an eye on your health and food bars. They sit just above your hotbar. The health bar is made up of 10 hearts and the food bar of 10 shanks, which look a bit like chicken drumsticks. That's what they're called? Shanks. Okay. Your health bar will go down if you begin to starve or take damage. Your food bar will go down as you use up energy. Be warned, if your health bar goes down to 0, you'll die. There's a lot to be said about, like, later Pokemon games, but their decision to make legendary catch rates not bullshit, an objectively good one. Although I don't know how universal that was. I know they did it for, like, the mascot legendaries in Black and White and X and Y. I think they continued that with Sun and Moon, but I don't know what they do with the other legendaries, whether they decrease their catch rates or not, but at least they did it for, like, the big ones that you're supposed to catch in the story. But what happens if you just, like, kill Zekrom or Reshiram in Black and White? You're really gonna keep doing that, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you walked back down, huh? Yeah, it's just, I'm just gonna assume that Pokeball, the RNG of whether or not a Pokeball catches is only determined on your turn, and not any turn after that. If that's not the case, then I'm literally wasting my time. But if not, then it's much smarter for me to just go back to this position, rather than waste my time whittling her back down again. Your health bar will go down if you begin to starve or take damage. Your food bar will go down if you use up energy. Be warned, if your health bar goes down to 0, you will die. Did you know different types of food will restore different amounts of hunger points? 1 point equals half a shank. A potato will restore 1 hunger point, but a cake will restore 12 points. See page 31 for a cake recipe. When day 2 finally breaks, assuming you're still alive, which you should be if you've been paying attention, your next priority will be to find food. I'm reading the Minecraft Essential Handbook. Yeah. Didn't mention that this part. That's what I've been reading the whole time, because I started reading it the last part. It's impossible to be greedy and overeat in Minecraft, so don't even try. You won't be able to eat food when your hunger bar is full or you're playing in creative mode. You can only eat when you need to fill up your food bar. Mention that in case someone watching this didn't watch the next part, which you never know, like, past couple parts of this series I've uploaded have gotten like very few views, so the likelihood that someone watched the last part, not this part, is low. But sometimes YouTube will just like recommend a video, and then people will watch a part of a series, even if they don't watch any of the other ones. So, you know, maybe that'll happen here. Fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables are the ideal food source if you can't find the animals, or if you don't want to kill a poor defenseless creature. Apples are a great food source since you can find them in trees and don't need to grow or repair them. Find an oak tree, then destroy the leaves until an apple falls out. Eating an apple restores 2 food points. Carrots and potatoes are sometimes dropped by zombies, but can frequently be found in NPC villager farms. Eating a carrot restores 2 food points, and eating a potato restores 1 food point. Meat. Meat restores more food points than fruits and veggies. It's always best to cook raw meat before eating it to increase the hunger points it will restore. Plus, if you eat raw chicken, there's a chance you'll get food poisoning. Look for a pig, a cow, or a chicken, and then hit it repeatedly until it dies. You'll know it's dead because it will turn red, then fall over and disappear. Poor thing. Tip: if the first animal you kill doesn't drop any meat, look for another. The animal will try to run away from you once you hit it, so you'll need to be fast. Sheep don't drop meat, they only drop wool. Lamb is officially off the menu. Oh my god, this is old. Sheep didn't drop meat when this was published? 2013? Really? Sheep didn't drop... It must have been, when this was published, that must have been the case, but not when it was being written, surely. Food and health continued. Once you've collected some raw meat, head back to your shelter and cook it in your furnace. To cook your meat, place coal, charcoal, and wood underneath the flame symbol, and put the raw food on top. After a few minutes, it will be ready to eat. Tip: keep some cooked food in your hotbar when you go exploring in case you need to top up urgently. A cooked chicken will restore 3 hunger points. A cooked pork chop or a steak will restore 4 hunger points. You're just gonna keep doing that, huh? Alright, back in time we go. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the 30-minute mark, and I stop humoring this. I don't think a dusk orb will work. It's not like a dark area. We're not in a cave. We're on top of a mountain. Timer orbs. Wasn't Gen 4 timer orbs were like really bad? It took to like turn 50 or some shit for them to be good. Whereas in later games it only took till like turn 30 or something. Not that that's good. I mean, it would be good if I wasn't going back in time over and over again. Hunting Animals by Paul Source Jr. I usually feel guilty when I need to kill animals for their resources. Sometimes, however, an animal will employ special tactics to confuse and frustrate you to the very point that you can't wait to kill it. I remember a particularly annoying cow in my early days of survival. I had searched far and wide for feather, but could not find any cows. I was nearly ready to give up when I spied a cow on the edge of a cliff. The cliff face was too sheer to climb, so I used the gravel elevator trick, jumping and placing gravel below you to raise myself to the cow's height. As I reached the top of the cliff, the cow decided to employ his secret evasion tactic: jump. The cow landed far below with a crunch. I shouted angry words and dug my way back to the ground. The cow seemed to be out of escape tricks, so I killed it, and it went poop and dropped nothing. And the moral of the story: when you go hunting, bring a bow. Did you know chickens lay eggs every 10 to 15 minutes, and these eggs can be crafted into cakes and pumpkin pies? Yum. Cake recipe. You need 3 buckets of milk obtained by using a bucket on a cow, sugar crafted from sugarcane, wheat, see pages 62-63, and 1 egg. Bucket recipe. You can craft a bucket from 3 iron ingots. Buckets can hold water, lava, or milk. Pumpkin pie recipe. Craft a pumpkin pie from a pumpkin, sugar, and an egg. Fish. Raw fish are an unlimited and reliable source of food. On a rainy day, you can catch a fish every 15 seconds on average. Fishing rod recipe. How many times has Alice died? How many times will Alice die? Fish. Raw fish are an unlimited and reliable source of food. On a rainy day, you can catch a fish every 15 seconds on average. To catch a fish, craft a fishing rod from sticks and string. You can get string from killing spiders or destroying cobwebs or tripwires. Find an area of water and use your fishing rod to cast your bait into the water. The bobber will dip when you've caught something. Then you can reel it in. Fish can be eaten raw or cooked. A raw fish restores 1 hunger point, but a cooked fish restores 3 hunger points. Crafting a bed. You have made it through your first night, and the second night is approaching fast. Take some time during your second day to find a little crafted bed, as it will make the nights much easier. Alternatively, you could just find a bed on your first night, not have to do a first night at all, thus making everything the past couple pages completely worthless. Using your bed at night allows you to sleep right through to the next morning in complete safety, and that means you can avoid a whole night of potential hostile monster attacks. Awesome. There are 4 ways to obtain wool. By killing a sheep with a pickaxe or other tool weapon. Why would you make the example tool a pickaxe? By shearing the wool from a sheep with shears. By crafting 4 pieces of string together. String comes from spiders. By finding a dropped block of wool when a wolf kills a sheep. If you're feeling kind and decide to shear a sheep rather than kill one, you'll be rewarded for your good deed. They will drop 1 to 3 blocks of wool if you shear them, but only 1 block if you kill them. I tried, Sariel. I did. I really did. Goodbye. Overwhelming feeling of space powerfully emanates from this rift. Where does it lead to? You have to do the Elite Four again in order to do that. I'm not facing the Elite Four again. No. Alright. All that's left to do is go look at Konngara. I have to go through this entire cave before I can do that. Because you can't fly off Spear Pillar. This Pokemon is nonsense. Alright, there you go. Last part of the last puppet series I'm ever going to do. Kinda should have stopped earlier, I really should have. Basically every part since the start of the last recording session has just been not fun. You know, I did it. Tried to show off as much of this game as I could. Not that I really needed to, as it already exists a series that shows basically everything in this game anyway. But I figured since I was playing through it, I might as well try. And well, I tried. Didn't succeed, but you know, you don't always succeed at everything you try to do or something. Alright, Konngara, what do you look like? Well, on. Have you beaten the party? The end. I can get anything to work. Meme her out of here. You're a steel type. Hardy nature. Alert to sounds, happily eats anything. It's a lot of special defense you got there. Pretty good attack. And you have sturdy. What an ability. Alright, there you go. That's it. One last look at my team. Yeah, I think I've mentioned in a previous part, I'm gonna think about going back to playing jam games because I'm kind of done committing to series. That just like, a lot of times like I want to finish them, and I don't want to. There's not any other games I can think of at the moment that I really want to play, and I don't really want to go out of my way to find some. So either I'm gonna start playing jam games, or I'm not gonna play anything until I inevitably change my mind and start playing something else. Because every time I try to announce something like that, these videos, I end up changing my mind anyway. That's my current mindset. I might look into playing jam games, or I might not. But that's all for this series, and all for any puppet series I make ever again. Bye.